Hi, Eden Prairie students. We are going to go over assembling our trombone in the first lesson today. When we open up our case, we have to make sure that we have it in the correct position so the parts do not fall out. So the name of the instrument needs to be facing the ceiling, and the latches need to be turned toward you. When you have that set up, go ahead and open up the latches on your trombone case. Inside the case, you will find the slide, the bell, and then hidden in a secret compartment, you will find your mouthpiece. If any of this has wrapping on, make sure you go ahead and take that off and throw that away. The other accessories you'll find in your case are a mouthpiece brush, and this is called a snake. These two things are used to clean the instrument, and your lesson teacher will go over that in a couple weeks. You will also find slide grease, and that will be used on your tuning slide. And again, your lesson teacher will go over that later. You will have trombone tin for your slide, and some of you might have to search a little extra to find your water bottle. It may be hidden. Now remember, with the water bottle, only water goes in here and it's only used on your slide. So the water bottle and the trombone tin are used to cream the slide. And that's what I'm going to show you first. You will cream your slide about once every 2 weeks. You will spray it with water bottle every time you play. When you cream your slide, you need to be in a very safe place. No dogs or brothers or sisters that are going to come running in and wreck your slide. You will take off the outer slide, and you have a lock right here on your slide. You will open that lock and take it off. You need to remember how this goes back on, because when you put it back together, the locks have to connect. So you will take the outer slide off of the inner slide, and this is the part that you have to be extra careful with. You can get any rag to wipe off your old cream, and you'll know it's old when there's white stuff showing. That is not good. So you will wipe off your old cream, and you will get your trombone tin, and you will put just a little bit on. Remember, too much will actually make your slide go slower than faster. So you take about that much, you put it on the stock part of the trombone, and then you rub it up and down until you don't see any more white. If you see white, you have too much cream on there. Rub it up and down until it's all rubbed in and you just have this shiny silver. Now we need to put the slide back together, making sure that the lock on the inner slide connects with the lock on the outer slide. I always like to put my thumb right here to help guide the inner slide very gently into the outer slide. When you have that done, you can go up and down very quickly to get some of that cream on the outer slide. Then this is when we use the water bottle and we spray and make sure that the water goes just on the silver part, not on the gold, just on the silver part. A trombone slide should always drop. If it doesn't, you probably have a dent in it and you need to take it into the shop. That is how we cream the slide.
Now that you know the parts of the trombone, I'm going to talk about the mouthpiece, one of the most important parts of the trombone, on how to make the sound of the instrument. So, you will find your mouthpiece in your case. When you pull out your mouthpiece, what you're going to do is you want to make sure that your lips are nice and moist. You're going to put your lips together, kind of like you're saying M, okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to blow air between your lips, causing them to vibrate, kind of like this. Now, obviously, that's a very low vibration of sound and lips. But what we're going to do is we're going to tighten them a little bit, and this is called a free buzz. We're going to try and see if we can get our lips to buzz a little bit tighter. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take the mouthpiece and you're going to put it half and half onto the mouth. A little bit on, half on the top, half on the bottom, right in the center. And then you're going to try and buzz into the mouthpiece, like so. So that's just your standard buzz. But then we're gonna go over ideas like siren buzzes and playing high and low notes. So right now, here would be a low note. You can go lower if your lips will allow you, and then a high note. You can go higher if your lips will allow you. Now, the siren part of it is to train the lips and the muscles in the face to be able to go up and down through the instrument, like you would when you're playing with the whole instrument together. Kind of sounds like this. So what you want to try and do is you want to try and do that as many times as possible as a warm-up. It's a good way to get your face to get used to using the instrument in the proper way. So when you're buzzing, you want to make sure that you do that in front of a mirror as well. It kind of helps to check to make sure that you're not puffing your cheeks, you're not doing anything weird when you're going up into the higher notes or the higher buzz, like this, or moving your eyebrows. You want to be as relaxed as possible, okay? So that's the buzz. So now we're going to take that mouthpiece, this mouthpiece that you see right here, we're going to put it together with the rest of the instrument. We're going to take out the slide first, and then we're going to take out the bell section. What you want to do is you want to take your bell section, put it in your left hand, and you want to take your slide and put it in your right hand. And you want to notice on the slide that you have one part that's higher than the other. This is called the receiver, okay? You want to put this part into this part of the bell section right here, just like this. Then you want to screw down or tighten. Some of you guys may have a model of trombone that you actually screw up onto the receiver. You tighten it, nice and neat. And then what you want to do with your left hand is you want to make an L, just like this. With the left hand, you're going to take the thumb, put it right behind the crossbar on the bell section. Then what you're going to do is you're literally just going to turn it in just like this. It's going to make a V, if you notice, just like that. Okay? Once you have that V, sometimes what you have to do is you have to make adjustments with it after you put your mouthpiece in, of course. Sometimes you have to make an adjustment to see how close the bell section will be to your face. If you want it to be that close, if you want it to be a little bit more open. Some kids have it a little bit different. Some people's heads are a little bit bigger. Good stuff there. So now that you've made that adjustment, we'll go over where we're going to put the left hand. So once you put the left hand behind the thumb behind the crossbar, then what you're going to do is you're going to take your pointer finger. You're going to go right around just like that. So I'll show you that nice and slow. So just like this. And the rest of your fingers go right through this little rectangle right here. Okay? Then what we're going to do is we're going to work on the right hand and making sure that we are holding the slide properly. What we don't want to do is we don't want to have a death grip. Okay? We never want to grab the whole slide. What we want to do is we want to take our two fingers right here, these two. We want to take our thumb, and we're going to use that to hold the slide right here at the bottom. It's almost going to be like a baby shark, okay? And there's a song that goes along with it, but yeah, we're not doing that today. So you take your thumb, put it right here, squeeze down with the two fingers, and then you let the rest of your fingers just kind of come in, just like that. You take the instrument, put it up onto your shoulder, and you're ready to play.
Now that you know how to put your instrument together, we're going to go over reading the notes and the positions on the trombone. There are 7 positions on the trombone, and in the very back of the book is a picture of the trombone with all 7 of the positions. When you see a picture of the note, there's a number underneath the note. That number corresponds with the position on the trombone. As you can see, you can get several notes in the same position. And that is where we're going to do an adjustment of our lips to get low notes or high notes. So now I am in first position on the trombone. All the way up is first position. I'm going to unlock it so that I'm ready to play and get in the correct playing position. Again, in first position, if I relax my face and have a looser buzz, I play a B flat. If I firm up and give a faster buzz, I am playing the F. So go back and forth between the first position notes to see which note you're playing, either a B flat or an F. Your face may naturally just play one of those notes easier than the other one, and then you can work your way down to the B flat or up to the high F. So in first position again, if we start with the low note, we're in B flat. The next note going up is a C, and it is in sixth position. And for many of you, it is as far as you can reach right now. So as far as you can reach out is sixth position, which is just a little higher than the B flat. One note higher is the D, which is right below the bell. Right below the bell is the D. And D is in fourth position. In third position, right above the bell, is the E flat. And then all the way back up in first position is the F. So the positions we'll be working with at first are F in first, E flat in third, D in fourth, C in sixth, and B flat in first.
Now that you've finished playing your first lesson, we're going to talk about putting the instrument away. First thing you want to do is you want to take out your mouthpiece. Once you've taken out your mouthpiece, you can put it nice and easy into the case, into this hidden spot or into a little other spot that you have for your mouthpiece. Then you want to untighten the bell and slide section. Now, notice that these two sections can be pretty tight and pretty hard to get apart. But no worries, just untighten it. What you're going to do is you're going to kind of take it, and you're going to wiggle it back and forth until it gets nice and loose. Make sure you're untightened or unscrewed, and then you pull it apart. Then what you're going to want to do is either put, well, let's just put the slide down. Then we'll take the bell section and put that in first. Make sure it's nice and secure. Some of our cases have a little snap feature inside. Some of us have little latches that kind of turn and keep the bell section locked into position. Then what you want to do, and this is the most important part, you want to make sure you put the slide in correctly. Each case is made up a certain way so that the slide fits in perfectly so that it doesn't hit other parts of the instrument or put a dent in the bell. So for instance, with this case, I can see that I have a little bit of a cutout of my slide and exactly where it needs to go. So slide it into position, put it down nice and gently. Then I have two tabs that I turn, like this, like this. And that locks my slide into position into the case. Once you're done with that, you can take your case and close it up. Make sure that you fold it reverse of the way you opened it so that the bell section doesn't fall out. Take your latches, put them back up, lock them down. And you're ready to go.